Noisy Pixel.
I could easily consider myself a fan of arcade-style hack-and-slash games. I find fun in their simple design, but they do have the tendency to get overly repetitive and require a ton of different modes to stay consistently fun. Thankfully, Souvenir Cirque's arcade hack-and-slash offers more than enough modes and features at an extremely low entry fee. This is Noisy Pixel's review for Croixleur Sigma. Croixleur Sigma tells a story of four main protagonists who each have their own respective personalities and quests. The story is reminiscent of plot lines that Toho fans would easily recognize, as it isn't plot heavy or necessary to enjoy the game as a whole. I ended up enjoying the story mode for its branching paths, as well as its charming and lighthearted narrative. Characters are unlocked after a story mode is complete, which do get a bit more complicated over time. This is mostly because new characters, Katrina and Sarah Anika's quests, don't have an indicator that tell you how many floors are left during their story. On the topic of the two additional characters, their story and playstyle are completely different when compared to the other two girls, which is a nice addition since it adds more complexity and playtime for the game. Clearly, gameplay must steal the show in Croixleur Sigma. On each floor, enemies will spawn for the player to take down before opening up a path to a new floor. These stages are just circle arenas that never really stand out or feature any type of special gimmicks. All four of the girls can equip different weapons that each have a different move. Furthermore, each of the girls also has a special attack that make them unique and help take down a group of enemies. Combat in Croixleur Sigma is fast and fluid, and quick button inputs are needed to truly help these girls survive some of the tougher levels, especially the later levels that are unforgivably difficult. Similar to level design, enemies aren't anything special. Later levels feature all the same enemies from earlier levels, but only buffed up or different colors. As fulfilling as the combat in Croixleur Sigma may be, there's nothing more frustrating than being overrun by a horde of enemies. However, it is possible to get out of these situations if the player is good enough. Croixleur Sigma features many different modes, like Score Attack and Endless Mode, that all arcade game fans would enjoy. Croixleur Sigma is an arcade game through and through, so don't go in expecting anything else in terms of content. With that said, one feature that I enjoyed was how the game allows you to spend points on accessories for what the girls can wear. Things like glasses and cat ears go a long way. Also, there is an interaction mode that is oddly not subbed and has you respond to the girls and choose what clothes they can wear. It's not as pervy as it sounds, I promise. The highest praise I can give Croixleur Sigma is that it runs great on Nintendo Switch and is optimized well for the handheld. Completing the game and seeing all there is to see takes around 12 hours, but story mode can take about 5 hours to complete all routes. For me, this made the game worth its price of admission. I had a good time with Croixleur Sigma, but going into the game like this requires the player to understand what they are getting into. Sure, Croixleur Sigma has some adorable anime girls, but it's also a decent arena brawler that I would mindlessly play through again. Noisy Pixel is giving Croixleur Sigma a 7.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please read the full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is ran by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.